4, 5. That's it. We're live. Welcome everybody to the Hot Seat, your Thursday night addiction. I'm excited for y'all to be here. We have a great guest tonight. You know, every week we have a great guest because we only book high quality. Motherfucker. We only book high quality guests, but have half-ass shitty hosts. And I'm the half-ass shitty host.
Hey, I did it too this week.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, what's up, guys? He just flipped his cup. Yeah. So my bad. You know what? I do a lot of stuff on this computer, a lot of my editing and all that jazz. So sometimes I forget to mute it. So my bad. Kent, what's up, man?
Hobo, I am so sorry that we do not live up to your higher standards in there.
Hi. He said Pornhub.
Yeah.
I that's more on my phone. You know, just don't ever ask to use my phone. All right. Johnny Mags, what's up, buddy? All right, guys. So, Kent, you already talking. Say hi to the people for me.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Hey, this is going to be a fun one with Jared tonight. I'm thinking he's starting to rival Dash for one of the best beards on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Right. That's some fighting words right there for Dash, though.
He's in Baltimore. What do I care?
Yeah, that's true.
Jared, welcome, buddy. We should have a good time tonight. I've been looking forward to it, pal.
Man, I've been waiting to get on this for a while. Looking forward to having a great time. I'm not going to be able to drink with you guys tonight. I've got to go to bed late tonight, but I got to go to work tomorrow night, so kind of got to stay somewhat sober, completely sober. So wish I could join in with y'all.
That's all right, buddy.
That's all right. We'll drink for you, buddy. Don't worry.
There you go. Appreciate
we're not
that.
saying we're taking the shots for you, but we will drink for you. There is no way in God's green earth that we will do $5 super shots. So let's just throw that out right now. Let's see here. All right. So, Kent, why don't you set a real price for the super shots, and then we'll take one for the 50 that Hobo left in there.
Well, I think Hobo already said it.
Shit.
I this ain't Kmart Blue Light Special night. No. Come on. If I had the day off, I probably would do it, Hobo. But
yeah, even if I have the day off and even though I work, no.
I like the fact that I got you doing.
I know, it sucks. I hate it. Josh, the cookie cop, wants 1776.
Nope.
So seriously, $50 super shots tonight?
Okay. We'll do 2 for 50.
2 for 50, all right. Or 25. All right. So Hobo, we'll get 2 in for you, bub. There you go. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Better than last week, the way we started.
All right. Let me shout out the people in the chat. We got sorry, it's going slow for me. Dad Incredible's in there. Big Rome. Sassy Kitchen Queen. I feel like I need to get my glasses. Let's see here. Anderson Smoke Show. Greenhorn Bill. Stephen and Jacqueline. Dead Broke Barbecue. Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house. Pull My Pork Barbecue. Peach something or other went by. I'm sorry. Stidham Family Gospel. How you doing? Camp House Barbecue. Get it, Eric. Let's see. Pickles Barbecue. Hobo is, of course, in there. Side Yard Barbecue. TR something X. Welcome. Let's see. GT Barbecue. Big Cat 305. Keith Bettag is always keeping score. Dustin, what's up, brother? Lep, I see you in there. Blue Smoke Barbecue. Parker, how you doing, brother? Russell from Raspberry Rod. Tom's Food Factory. Josh, the cooking cop. One of our other moderators. LT in there. Lewis from Our Shack Barbecue. Chef Johnny's in the house. Hobo is here, luckily. Let's see. The professor's in there. Johnny Mags, how you doing? Cooking with Kirby. I saw him earlier. He's one of our moderators. Rick's in there. Delana, how you doing? Ray Guy, what's going on? Let's see. IJ Low 68. What's up, man? Uncle Steve Shakes in the house. Next week's guest. How you doing, Uncle Steve? The word on the street is he's found the elusive video of Jim from the Suburban Barbecue. Heartland Outdoor Living, how you doing? Gregory Vasquez, Newcomb Barbecue, how you guys doing? Love to see everybody in there. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. Let's make sure we get this in the little algorithm. If you guys would love, look at that royalty in there. Air fryer recipes with Miss Booger. How you doing, Miss Booger? If you guys would hit that little arrow underneath, share this on your social media. Let's get some butts in the seats. We got 55 so far. Glad to have you all here. I appreciate it. All right. If anybody's on Facebook and I'm missing it, I'm sorry. I will get the chat up in a second. But one thing I want to do before I didn't forget this time. Nika Worship, how you doing? All right. There you go. You got the logo up. This is the fastest I've ever got the logo up for a guest. So there you go. Let's see here. Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. What's up? All right. I think I got to. All right. Let's get the comments are going. I can see them now. All right. All right, Jared. Welcome to the show, brother. Sorry it took a little bit longer to get through all that, but
not a big problem.
Ready to go. I'm going to pour another shot right quick for Hobo because he got the 50. Are you ready to do it again?
Yeah, I got it a little full though. Damn it.
All right. Well, just for Hobo. Just for Hobo, I'm shooting out of my kitchen queers.
Me too, but I'm not going to turn it or I'll spill.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see here. Eric, sorry we missed your pregame, dude. I was doing a lot of stuff trying to get ready for the show. All right. So we're just going to pretend you got some Jack and Coke in that Sonic. There you go.
Jameson and ginger ale.
Jameson and you know what? I dig that. That's a good one right there, man.
That's my go-to drink when I go out with my friends or just sitting around the house. Jameson and ginger ale.
You know, dude.
Louie.
You got a little fur baby over there, little smoking buddy.
Come here, Lou. Lou, come here.
Thomas from Michigan, how you doing, buddy?
You have to make a presence, don't you?
Yeah, I'm all about getting the family dogs in there. Ricer's in there. What's up, Ricer? I think I shouted you out, brother. All right, man. Let's get going. The dog jumps up. We'll talk to him.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for this hard-hitting questions, brother?
I'm ready for this.
Ready for the deep dive into Frac Daddy BBQ. All right. Let's start off with where you're from, where you live, where you reside, where you grew up, all that good stuff.
Well, originally I was born and raised in Farmington, New Mexico. I stayed there until I was 25 or 26, moved to Texas. At that time when I was right out of high school, I entered the oil field, got my CDL. So I've been driving commercial vehicles ever since 2005 in the oil field. I've traveled pretty much all over the the Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, the East Coast side for work. Pretty much anywhere that there's oil and gas, I've been there working at some point in my time. We live in Parasol now. We've been here for about 2 years, and so we're just working a coal mine right now. So I kind of got out of the oil field and went to something more stable.
Now, and where is that? Is that in New Mexico still?
No, I still live. We still live in Texas. We're in Texas now.
Texas, that's right. I'm sorry, I missed that.
So,
all right, cool.
We're about an hour south of San Antonio.
So, who are you closest to in our little YouTube world here?
It would be Chef Johnny. Matter of fact, we about 30 minutes away from Chef Johnny's house.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I saw the video or the pictures on Instagram and all that. Great looking short ribs, bro. Those Midland meat freaking beef ribs were absolutely some of the best beef ribs I've ever had. They're not beefy like some of the other ones that I've had. It's just they're super rich, buttery. Probably, like I said,
Chef Johnny and I both wish we had more, but we just between him and I, we killed them.
Oh, sure. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Though, dude, they just look spectacular, dude. I was jealous when I saw you guys taking them down for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
By far, Midland Meat's got some great stuff.
I follow them on Instagram, and, I'm a bit away from them, but, God, they really do have a great-looking product over there for sure.
When I went down and I filmed their video of their store, I spoke with John and I spoke with the manager, and, man, they'll ship it anywhere in the United States. Like, they say the best way to get it shipped is you can go, like, through Southwest, and it's, like, $60 flat rate, and they'll fly it to the airport. You just go pick it up, and you'll have it the next day.
Oh, right on.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll have to look into that for sure. There's someone in there, Wes Soteas Barbecue said, I need better eye candy than Kent. That is damn lie, and that'll get you timed out, brother. There's no better eye candy than Kent.
That'll get him booted.
That'll get him booted. But thank you for being here, brother. Let's see here. 501 Barbecue, I see you in there. See Black Hole Barbecue, what's up, brother? Raiders fan in the house. I almost bought my first Raiders hat today. See your VA Chick Off Road. VA Chick, I forgot your name again. Can you throw it in there, please? Ted News. What?
Carrie,
that's right. Carrie, I'm sorry, sweetie. Let's see here. Earned you a new sub. Let's see here. Grumpus on Fire. How you doing, Billy? Strong Man, or Stang Man. Kris from Eastwood Farm. Jimmy's Q, 501 Barbecue. I said that. All right, cool. All right, let's talk about family life, wife, kids, dog, cat.
Well, as most of y'all know, Melissa and I will be getting married March 21st of this month. We've been together next month. We've been together 7 years, 6 years, whatever. We got a little fur baby, Louie. He's a blue nose pit. I've had him since he was 8 weeks old. He's more like a honey badger. He does what he wants, doesn't listen. So that's where we're at. No children yet. She wants children, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens down the road if there'll be any little fracks running around this house. So, but I'm sure if there was, it'd be torturous for me.
Well, I was kind of peering at the chat. There's a couple people that have opinions about getting married and all that, but us older generation have had experiences with weddings and whatnot. But we're excited for you, everybody. Make sure you guys put some clapping hands in the chat for Jared for getting married or about to get married, your pending nuptials. That's exciting, man. When you find someone that you love and you want to, lock her down, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. She's I tell you what, she has definitely put up with enough of my bullshit, and I mean, oh man, I've put her through hell. I mean, our relationship working in the oil field is, most people in the oil field relationships don't last. I was normally gone 2 to 3 weeks out of the month. I'd only be home 1 week. So most of our relationship time was through telephone, through texting. 1 week at a time, I'd get to see her. And then most of that time was just at home, resting and kind of recharging for the next hitch. So it was.
That's awesome.
I'm definitely glad to kind of be out of the oil field.
Hey, that's great, man. We're excited for you, brother. Guys, if you are not subscribed to our guest, I know I saw someone throw the link in there. If you want, hit show more underneath the show. You'll have his link to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. You're working on. You just passed 500, right?
Matter of fact, funny you mentioned that. On my 1 year anniversary, you were my 600th subscriber.
600. That's right.
Yes. And so we just hit 600, and Melissa and I were we're proud to announce that we are going to be starting a second channel, and it's going to be called Keeping Up with the Fracks. And so it's just going to be kind of a day-to-day life of her and I, just kind of indoor cooking and just vlogging with whatever. So we're going to start doing that together. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
if she's around, she's more than welcome to come on.
Yeah, so, I mean, I tell her that, so she'll come in probably whenever she wants. She's just like, I get nervous with doing lives, but I was like, you've come on many lives of mine, so it's not a problem.
It's all good. Westo Tejas BBQ, you're not on timeout. You're fine, dude. We're just giving you a hard time. We do put the ones we love in timeout. Just ask Pickles Barbecue. See Cooking with Cat, I see you in there. What's up, brother? Mike Lowe, what's up? We're still getting a few more comments about getting married and losing half your stuff. Someone said just buy the house and walk away.
Yeah,
she can't take half of everything if there's not anything to give. So
fair enough,
no
buddy.
Problem.
Dude, it's I got married when I was 21, the first go around my practice wife, and it's yeah, a long time ago. So we all been there, and even when I was that young getting married, I had older generation giving me shit, busting my balls about it too. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Armando Soria, how you doing? I see you in there. She's gonna take half your beard, buddy. Just be careful.
No, she's the one who actually encouraged me to grow my beard out. It's funny because working in the oil field, I've never been able to, because of the safety and everything out there. I've never been able to have a beard, and so now that I'm away from it, she's just like, grow it out. I'm like, hell yeah! So I've been enjoying it.
All right, cool. No big deal. See, he was 21 or someone in 23 when he had his practice wife. There you go. Behind the Garage Barbecue, what's up, man? All right, so we kind of already talked about your real job besides YouTube. So, do you want to talk about working in the mines and all that stuff? You enjoy it? Obviously, it's your job, but is it something that you worked for? How'd you get into it? At
first it was hard because it was such a pay cut from what I used to do to transitioning into this. And so at first I always thought that we were struggling but Melissa kind of had to sit me down and talk to me, and she's like, look, dummy, you're making the exact same money almost what you are working half the hours, working less days, you're home every day with your family. And so now that I see it, it's like, I'm really enjoying it. Moving up, hopefully, just keep moving on. Eventually I'd like to operate one of the drag lines or move into like a big old dozer and stuff like that. So it's definitely something I could see myself retiring at, especially with not having to do so much physical labor.
Well, that's a big deal right there, man. You don't want to kill yourself for sure.
No, I mean, like I said, I feel honestly like my body's like 50 years old with, swinging a hammer day in, day out, freaking rigging up, rigging down. Got injured multiple times, freaking threw my back out so many times that at one point I could barely even walk or get out of bed because of how bad my back was. So
yeah, me and Dutch feel that way every day from back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a couple more people in the chat. Daddy Cooks, what's up, Phil? Welcome back from Parts Unknown. So glad to see you in there. So glad to see you home safe. We're excited for the new podcast. I feel a little inadequate with my new microphone setup. I was excited about my new microphone setup, and then I saw your new microphone setup, and now I think I need another new microphone setup, Phil. Thanks a lot. KC's in the house. Mr. Tomcat 143H in there. Welcome up, man. KC, what's new barbecue? What's going on? I think that catches everybody up. All right. Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house, so we're going to ask you his lifetime question. Hobo, that's fucking hilarious. What's your favorite music, bands? Did you play any instruments, any of that stuff, man?
I played the radio a lot.
Played the radio? I like it.
I tried learning to play the harmonica. My grandpa was a big inspiration. As a young kid, he would always play the harmonica growing up when we went out camping. My favorite music would have to be, I would say, like classic rock, classic country. I really enjoy the oldies. So that's my favorite stuff right there.
Right on, right on. All right. Hope that works out. See, Rizzy Eats is in there. What's up, Paisan? How you doing? Salud. Appreciate you in here, buddy. Give my best to the fam, the wife. Appreciate you being here, bro. Let's see here. Kent plays the flute. Wink, wink. That's from your buddy Lewis from Our Shack Barbecue. I think this might be the first time Lewis gets timed out on our show. All right. All right. Let's see here. Last question, and we'll turn it over to Dutch for a little bit. Guys, speaking of turning over to Dutch, if you have any questions, put @DaddyDutch in the chat, and he'll be able to ask the questions for you. Let's talk about the channel name, Frac Daddy BBQ. Obviously, I hope people understand where it's coming from, but I'd like to give everybody a chance to explain their channel name. So go for it, bud.
Well, as like I told you guys, for the longest time, my main profession was working on the frac crew. And as a young kid, my mom was just like, you're going to have a cooking show one day. My cooking's always been my passion. So it's like I took something that I did for such a long time, and I took another passion of mine, and I just thought that, hey, it's a unique name. It's probably, nothing out there like it so far on YouTube. And I was just like, let's roll with it. And it's just been kind of gradually climbing. And like I said, it's started from when I was a young kid with fracking, doing that. And it's just something that I feel wholeheartedly passionate about and really enjoy doing this as a hobby.
All right, cool. Let's see here. I've seen a couple questions for Dutch come through, so I hope we got something. John from 1984 Barbecues in the house. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, buddy? All right. Hey, Dickie. That actually got freaking held for the moderators because he said, hey, Dickie. That's Noob's Barbecue, right? There you go. All right. Kent, you got some questions for our boy?
Yeah, since he was just talking about it, Smokin' Joe just put in, what is a frac crew, and what exactly was your role? You want to explain that a little more?
Yeah. What a frac crew is there's obviously, depending on how big the well site is, but normally there'd be 20 frac pumps, and a frac pump, one pump is about 2,200 horsepower. And one pump by itself can, up to 15,000 pounds of pressure. And so just imagine you got 20 of them kind of rigged up into a manifold, which has check valves, all this, safety stuff. And so it goes from there to the wellhead, and then there's a blender, a hydration unit. The blender think about it, it's like a big old blender. You take sand and water and chemicals, and you just kind of mix it all in together, and you boost it over to your pumps. And we're pumping pressures upwards of one of the most the highest pressure job I was on. We were right at max pressure. We were pumping like 12,500 pounds of pressure for over 8 hours because we just couldn't break down formation. And so we started pumping. The next crew came in. And it's just I've seen friends get killed because of iron parting. I've seen people lose fingers. I mean, it's a very dangerous industry out there. And like I said, I had to do CPR on my best friend because he got blown up by 4,800 pounds of pressure. And it's like I said, it still haunts me to this day. Just right before Thanksgiving, you're having to do CPR on your best friend out there, and just knowing that you're the last one that ever spoke to him. So it's just kind of one of those things you take everybody out there. You're just one. You're a whole big family, and it doesn't matter what goes on. At the end of the day, we're all we got to watch each other's back out there.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one right there, man. I can't imagine having to deal with that, and I'm sure some of our veterans in the chat probably have had to deal with something like that in the past. But
Right.
I really don't got much more to say about that, man. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, but I understand why you changed your fields a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, man. There's plenty of close calls. I was over in one spot and I walked away and I did something and iron blew up right where I was at, or this definitely it's not forgiving. It's kind of one of those things you're lucky to go home the way that you came to work. So
Definitely. Let's change up that subject a little bit. We got a couple of new people in the chat. Alicia Johnson's in there. Cypress Blue. Laura, how you doing? Kent, you got a happier question there, bud?
Yeah, I do. Hobo said he was involved in a fracking incident. He only has 8 inches left now.
He only has 8 inches left. I don't know how he powered through.
So, screw you, Hobo. Oh, shit. Hobo's channeling. Oh, shit, I lost you. Hobo's channeling is in a Russell tonight. So
I'm just glad Hobo's here,
Oh, I am too.
It seems like lately he's only here for a few minutes, and then he gets, shiny object syndrome, or a new girlfriend shows up or whatever, and he doesn't watch the whole show with us. But, we're a half hour in, and Hobo's still there. Hobo's coming out. So I'm for one feel honored. So
well, definitely. Since oh God, Hobo.
That's why he keeps going to Canada. He's chasing the poutine.
Yeah, Lord.
My weekend is booked. Yeah. Remember your electrolytes. Get the Gatorade in.
Yes.
Cuff and stuff. What's up, Jimmy?
Stay hydrated, damn it.
Stay hydrated. You don't want to pull a hammy. Stretch a little bit, all right?
All right. So, speaking of lighter-based questions, Russell from Raspberry Rock wants to know, Jared, what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in your beard? Hey, you need to lighten it up.
Yeah, it's funny.
Maybe we should ask Melissa this. Strangest thing she's found in your beard?
Eggs.
Probably eggs and bacon.
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs and bacon.
Hey, a guy's got to store dessert somewhere.
I told her, I was like, why didn't you tell me about it like later on through the day? I could have had a snack.
There you go. Almost trying to put gravy on poutine. Is it bad? I want some French fries and gravy right now. I'm just throwing it there.
You know what? I found the perfect thing for you, CJ. I found some ghost pepper cheese curds.
Fuck that shit. Sandy Blythe, how you doing? Welcome to the show. So excited for you to be here. All right, ask some questions.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Awful nice of you to let me do my job.
Hey, every once in a while.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. Have you ever been to In-N-Out Burger or Round Table Pizza?
I've been to In-N-Out Burger. When we lived in Converse a couple years ago, they opened one up. Never heard of that pizza place, but I'll admit I'm a fan of In-N-Out. So it's not as good as Whataburger, but
that's it. It was nice talking to you.
Great interview, Jared. We'll see you later.
We'll need to move on. Can we talk about next week, Jess, or something?
Yeah.
Dude, I was just in Texas. Excuse me, Dutch. I need to interrupt and correct this young man. I was just in Texas, and I had Whataburger, and there was an In-N-Out across the fucking parking lot. Like, is Whataburger, In-N-Out right there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm an In-N-Out boy. I'm Southern California. Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. Someone time him out. Let's see here. Whataburger is crap compared to In-N-Out. Anybody want to fight me in the alley over it? Bring the pain. It is.
I'll meet you in the alley.
Horrible compared to In-N-Out. Horrible. That's all I have to say about that. There he is. He's been put on timeout. That's right, Rick. You do not say In-N-Out sucks on my chat. You dirty birdie.
You know,
I never said In-N-Out sucks.
No. Rick.
Rick. But I'm just saying I prefer it, but I will admit they do have a good burger. Like when I do get it, I'll do a 4x4 extra toasted. So I mean that I do enjoy it like that.
All right.
But they don't have mayonnaise. So
Ugh. Hobo said something. He'll bring his gallery boy. You bring your whatever. Gallery boy.
Hey, read English. Galley boy.
Galley. Oh shit! I can't read, dude.
Go get your glasses.
Oh, much gooder.
Huh.
Who knew? Hey Johnny, what's going on, bud? Oh, here. Phil said you can like both, like DC and Marvel. All right. Let Rick back into the chat. It's fine.
You have to do that.
Well, he can wait 300 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
Poor guy moves to Mexico and loses his fucking First Amendment rights. Ain't that a bitch?
Someone time out. New subscriber. Dude said 5 guys. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, dude. No one likes 5 guys. You can like both Trump and Hillary. Nah, hit them both. Nope. He said, fuck you.
Nice. Oh, that's Reginald from Trinidad.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Reginald.
So not our favorite. Never mind. All right, sorry, Jared. We're kind of going off the rails here.
No big deal.
It's nothing new, though.
Yeah.
All right. Jared, speaking of our timed out buddy Rick, he wants to know, what is your favorite piece of cast iron?
Favorite piece of cast iron? It'd have to be my new Stargazer. That thing is just amazing. So I would have to say my Stargazer, and then one of the older pieces that we found at a thrift store. I did some research on it, and they said it's anywhere from like 1900 or 1930, and so kind of just a cool piece to have, you know, if cast iron could talk and tell you what all it went through. So
definitely. I mean, I got some of mine that in looking them up, they're BSR, which is Birmingham Stove and Range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not around anymore. So, but I got 3 pieces of that, and they're my favorite. I mean, they're heavy, they're good, they're smooth. I love it. So,
oh my gosh, Swenson's McDonald's
is greater than.
I've never had Swenson's. McDonald's, you're full of shit. What is Swenson's? But cheers. Thanks, Hobo.
I believe it's probably, I'm sure he'll put it in the chat what it is. Cool. I've never heard of it, but
bring in my moose paddle, TJ. Like five guys in AB here in AB. All right. Shout out to Hobo. Guys, if you're not subscribed to the OG leader of the hot seat, Hobo Nichol BBQ Testing Laboratory, who used to put out videos when he wasn't, trying to bang the East Coast and half of Canada.
You're jealous, CJ.
Don't fucking sub to me, you idiots. That's just reverse psychology. He really wants you there. He enjoys talking to people. You should really put comments in there too. And bring up the – no, he just puts out. There you go, Joe. All right. All of Canada now. Attaboy. All right, go ahead, Dutch. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Not at all. Not
Not
at
at
all. Ramona's
right.
in the house. Miss Mona, how you doing? Bless those Iowa arms. Flex for her. You flex for Miss Mona right now.
I'm busy watching TV while you're running your mouth.
You flex for Ramona right now.
She gets her own private show. Thank you.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? I can't hit on that. You go.
Hi, Mona. All right. Big Rome wants to know, Jared, what is your go-to charcoal?
Go-to charcoal. I'm a B&B. I love my B&B charcoal. It's like I said. I mean, it's reasonably priced. I love the way it burns. I've done some pretty long cooks with it in my Weber, so I would have to say I'm a B&B charcoal fan of the post oak.
I get a lot of the B&B lump. I get the hickory up here.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I run in my kettle and my offsets. So,
Chef Johnny and I, we did a harder charcoal. I got harder charcoal first, and then I told them about Chef Johnny, and they sent him some charcoal, and that's what we cooked our beef ribs on, with some harder charcoal. And I tell you what, that stuff's so clean burning that you could honestly light that stuff in your house, and there would not be much smoke coming off it. You have to add wood chunks just to kind of get a flavor profile that you're looking for.
So you're telling me that wouldn't set off a rogue CO2 detector in the house, huh?
Well, I mean, it would if you did that, but I'm just saying if you cooked with it in the house, there wouldn't be much smoke. So.
Well, that was a shot at somebody that's not paying attention. Who one
I'm
night
paying attention. I knew it was coming at me. I'm just not giving you the satisfaction of responding.
Oh, you are so full of shit.
Oh, shut your.
All right. Pickles wants to know. You did the sausage video a while back with the butcher. How did you meet him? And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'll just say that I can't really discuss where he works, just for his kind of company policies. But Melissa and I, we always go to our favorite place. We started talking, and he started following my YouTube channel, and we kind of just hit it off, became friends. He came over for a couple nights, or one night we did that prime rib video. We did the homemade sausage video. I tell you what, he's a book full of knowledge. I can tell you that much. I never knew so much about different stuff when it came to doing stuff like butchering, how to debone a prime rib and how to tie it back, how to properly grind sausage. There's just so much that guy's so good at. I'm going to try to get him back for Easter, and we're going to try to do an Easter video together.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Philip from Cooking with Cad wants to know, where's the dog? Bring on the dog. The dog is badass.
Come here, Bubba. Come here. You've been summoned. Come here. Come here, bub.
Oh.
Big
Yeah, baby.
My newbie. Say hi. Want to say hi?
Oh.
Come here. Come here. He's going to get a toy now. So come here. Come here. You want to show everybody your toy? Come on. Hey, nope. Not going to have it. So.
He's not here.
Well, he's
But
going to
yeah,
make his presence known with that toy. That's for sure.
Do what?
He's going to make his presence known with that toy.
One of many toys. That's for damn sure.
They all squeak.
All right. Let's see. Eric from Camp House wants to know if you'd like to cook alongside him and throw some cans, or are you afraid you'd get too drunk cooking with him?
Oh no, I'm not afraid of that. I used to be a pro at doing that. When I first got my gator pit, I would pass out mid cook and wake up. My fire would be out, brisket would still be on there. Have to restart the fire. So it was. I've done my fair share of getting way too drunk, passing out, starting the weed eater at 2:00 in the morning, and weed eating my front yard. So
Okay.
And how close is your closest neighbor?
that was when I lived in San Antonio, and my closest neighbor was I could walk up my garage and I could throw a rock and hit their door.
I bet they loved you at 2:00 in the morning.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was-
Our car got keyed, so
I mean, our cars got keyed, but it wasn't just ours. Like a bunch of stuff got vandalized in the neighborhood. But I'm sure it was probably because somebody started up their weed eater at 2:00 in the morning, and I mean,
And I suppose it was a 2-stroke gas weed eater, so it was loud as hell.
yeah, pretty much. Very
Well,
much.
hey, if
So.
you're going to piss them off, piss everybody off. What the hell?
Oh, yeah,
If it's
man.
worth doing, it's worth doing it right, right?
And
All right.
then that one of the same times that when I did cooking that brisket, my buddy and I we went to Whataburger, and I stole a construction barrel and threw it in the back of the truck. So
All right. Well, we owe a couple shots. First one to Rizzy Eats. Cheers. Harmon Heat 234, $2.34. That's all right, Justin. We still love you. Cheers. And then the next one is for Eric. Cat House Barbecue. He said he's chopped liver, but he only lives about 40 minutes from you and Chef.
hey, tell him he has a vehicle too. He's been invited many times by Chef Johnny.
That's true. You were supposed to be in Austin too, right, Eric?
He was, but
Sure,
he said he was busy, but he was cooking chickens for something.
That sounds a little fishy. Eric, I think, just doesn't want to hang out with us.
I think
No.
it's CJ, but that's just me personally.
Well, you do have a vote, I guess.
All right, go ahead. I got to catch up on some questions for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you guys. About 20 minutes. I need to step away to go pick up Mrs. CJ. Our daughter has a band recital type thing going on right now, so her mom drove everybody there, but I need to pick her up since she's still in that big old brace and she can't move. So Dutch will run the chat for about 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay. All right. Let's talk about your channel questions here. How did you get started on YouTube?
Well, that would be Melissa. We were sitting in the bedroom. It was pretty late at night, and before I know it, she handed me the phone and was like, hit play. And that's how she came up with my intro and everything. She never did any editing before. And she's actually the one behind Frac Daddy BBQ who does all the editing and stuff. So I think she does a great job for never doing it before. Some other people were a big inspiration to me. Like Joe from Black Hole Barbecue. He kind of inspired me to get into it. And then Heartland Outdoors, I've always watched him, and just kind of those channels are some of my favorite channels and just inspired me to get into doing what I'm doing now. So
All right, cool. And you just we saw the video that you just hit the year. That's awesome. Congratulations! You're over 600 subs. I think someone put in the chat that it's 620 subs. So you hopefully pick up a couple tonight. We see Salty Tails is in the house. Mr. Ninja and Miss Ninja's in the house. Welcome, guys. Good to see you in there. So excited to chat with you guys. Let's see here. Do you have an end result for this? Is there a goal in mind? 10,000 subs, make some money, Food Network barbecue show. What's your goal with this?
Honestly, my goal is just to show people my style of cooking. I don't per se want to say like I want to be 1 million subscribers or whatever, but I would just say as big as my channel can grow naturally, that is probably one of the things that Melissa and I both agreed on is let's just grow naturally. Let's see where the channel will take us. If we hit that point to where we could, be like T-Roy and retire and do YouTube full time, that'd be great. But as of now, just a side hobby. Keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me doing what I enjoy doing, cook for friends, cooking for veteran groups. And so that's just kind of what I enjoy doing. That's just my way of relaxing is doing this. But I mean, as all the people in here know, there's a lot that goes into it. So,
all right, that's true. Well, speaking about what goes into it, that kind of leads into the next question. What do you film with, and what does Melissa edit your show with?
Everything's done on the iPhone.
Yep.
So, and matter of fact, you can ask Chef Johnny. The video we filmed of the beef ribs was the first time that I used my microphone that I got. So it's actually helped quite a bit. We're little by little, we're starting to invest some more. We want to get some more tripods. We want to get some better lighting. So eventually we'd like to get a laptop to kind of take it off of the cell phone and just, there's so much more you can do with a laptop that you can't do on the cell phone.
Yeah, it's true. When I first started out with this, I was doing the cell phone or my iPad. It's very hard to do. So when Mr. CJ bought me the Mac for Christmas or whatever, it really did help out. It makes things 100% easier.
And that's what we'd like to upgrade to is one of the iBooks. So
yeah, it's totally worth it. New Dickie put a shot in there for us. Kent. So
I see it.
Yeah, he said we can only put Charlie out, or I think he said something put Charlie on timeout when he asks a good question. Well, we'll be waiting for a while, but here you go.
Be waiting until next year.
Yep. See, Vita Gal, how you doing in there? What's up? Good to see you in there. Sorry, get another shot ready just in case.
CJ, I do see Charlie had quite a few messages deleted.
Yeah, that was my bad.
And
I accidentally kicked him off the channel when I meant to put him in timeout. But I caught it. He's not kicked off the channel. But I did put him on timeout.
Oh Lord! It wasn't me, Justin. It wasn't me.
Smoky Joe's Pit BBQ gave us a $1.49 sticker. Miss Booger put a sticker in there too. I don't know, the sticker thing's kind of weird, but there you go. Another flower. They're sending us flowers tonight.
You know what Booger's doing? She's rubbing it in because you didn't send her flowers on her 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, but that 2-year anniversary, she's getting a huge bouquet for sure.
Do you remember when it is? I'm sure she'll remind us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see here. Protect the pickles. Oh, Ramona, if you only knew. All right, Big Frog Barbecue's in there. Justin from Harmony Heat, how you doing, buddy? Smoking Bears is in there. Lee, how you doing? How's the family? How the girls doing? Big Rob D's in the house, and Kris from La Familia, from whatever. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong every time. Welcome, Kris. How you doing, buddy? Someone needs to sing Charlie a flower, holding my breath. How about this? Sometimes men need to be reminded of anniversaries. So if I have like a 2-week heads up, Miss Booger, just throwing it out there. Saucy Senoritas, how you doing? John Dawson from Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome. That's a long way from Southern California. Welcome. All right, so let's talk about the cookers you use. What do you got going on in your backyard?
Well, I've got my, which I hate that I can't use it. My big gator pit, my 24 by 48. Where I'm at right now, we just last summer we got hit hard with termites, and so freaking can't really have that. But I'm rocking that Green Mountain Grill, rocking that pellet cooker. Freaking, I love that thing. I got my Weber 22. I've got my little Weber that I had when I was working out in Midland. Then I got 2 Southwest discs that I've got. I first learned about those Southwest discs from Heartland Outdoors. I mean, I tell you what, if those are some of the best things out there, you guys. I mean, you can take them things anywhere. It's like a portable kitchen in one. You can do everything. Right. So. And then I've got my Blackstone, and that's pretty much about it for right now. I would one day like to get me a drum smoker, so that's kind of on the list. But Melissa said I can't get any more until we get into a bigger house.
All right, that's understandable. Do you have a favorite that you like to use more than the other ones?
My pellet cooker is probably my favorite. But if I could use it all the time, it'd definitely be that gator pit. That thing's just so fuel efficient. Once I get it up to temperature, probably every hour 15, throwing a split logged in there, and that thing I could do a whole brisket and maybe only burn through 7 or 8 pieces of wood. So that thing's pretty dang efficient.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
What's that? What up?
Smoking Joe's last comment.
See, you're getting married. Say goodbye to buying anything for yourself. That's true, but you could buy Melissa the smoker of her dreams. So if she needs a pit barrel, you know, you just, it's for you. It's like when Homer bought the bowling ball for Marge, you know?
Right.
Every time I tell Miss CJ I bought her something, she's like, is it a bowling ball? So, let's see here. All right. So speaking of Joe, his question, if money was no object, what smoker / grill would you get?
Man, that would be a tough one. I would probably have to go with. I would go with one of Rich Robinson, one of the Gator pits. I would just go with probably a badass custom. Go as big as I could. Put it on a big old freaking semi truck, and go from there.
Hey, that's cool. See, Justin from Harmon Heat said, I bought my wife a vacuum for Christmas. You know what? Dr. Strange farts in the house. What's up? I love that's a good channel name right there. I know that Josh got Bethany or Babe a Vitamix for their anniversary. So I know that's a good one. That's a good gift.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. You know, some of this kind of, you know, off the record here or off the tangent. Black Hole Barbecue, he's actually based out of Vegas. Guys, if you don't know, we're going to be in Vegas. She was pissed. There you go. We're going to be in Vegas for a little hangout April 17th, 18th, and 19th. Most of us are staying out at the Luxor. We plan on hanging out with Miss J, do some cooking during the day, do some drinking in the suite. It'll be a good time. Tom Horsman, he's in the chat. He'll be there. Big Cat 305. Josh and Bethany will be there. Kent, his wife Kathy's there. Me and Miss CJ. Big Red and his wife. I forgot his wife's name. I can't. Michaela or Kayla?
Kayla.
Okay. So she'll be there. I think that's everybody, but it'll be a good handful of people. So it'll be a good time. So everybody's invited.
Yeah, I will say one thing about Joe. If you guys don't know, he also has a Facebook page called The Brotherhood, and he does a lot of stuff. And he invites a lot of people over to his place in Vegas and takes people around, shows them good barbecue, and so it's a really good group if you guys want to check it out too.
All right. Let's see here. He said, "You fools need to hit the pit." So I assume that's his place. Guys, it's an open invitation to anybody. It's not an invite only thing. We've been talking about it for months now. Everybody's welcome. It's not a big deal at all. But it's going to be a great time for sure. I'm excited. All right. Let's see. What is your inspiration for your barbecue cooks? Like who taught you how to barbecue and give you that love of barbecue?
Well, YouTube taught me a lot, obviously, but I get a lot of my inspiration from my barbecue. A lot of people probably say this a lot, but Aaron Franklin was probably a big inspiration to me to kind of just start perfecting everything that I can do. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but I'll try as much as I can. The first time that I ever cooked Melissa a brisket, it was probably one of the shittiest briskets. You couldn't eat it. It was freaking hard, rubbery. Spent all damn day cooking this thing, and at the end of the day, we threw it in the trash, and we went out to eat somewhere because it was just that bad. But the more I did it, the better things got. So I would say Aaron Franklin was definitely a big inspiration with cooking.
Right on. Jimmy Q. Wait, what? There's a Vegas trip? Yes, seriously, we've been talking about it for months now. But y'all are welcome to be there. Like I said, Luxor, be there, be square. All right, guys, this is where I turn it over to Kent. I'm going to step out. I got to pick up Mr. CJ. Keep doing the super shots. Kent's really thirsty. I'm going to well, I don't know why that deserved a dirty look. All right, I'll be back in a few.
God, get the hell out of here, you pain in my ass. All right. Got a few from the chat here for you, Jared. Reginald from Trinidad, new subscriber, don't mess with cats. He wants to know if you're a shooter and what's your favorite firearm.
Yeah, I love guns. My favorite gun, it's not personally my gun, but I go out shooting with my friend Mikey. We go out to the shooting range, and he built himself kind of like a custom 308. We do long range shooting with that, and so he's my buddy Mikey's a retired Marine, and so we go out shooting as much as we can. Haven't been lately, but I would say that, and then my custom AR-15 that I had built. So those are probably my two favorite guns to go shooting, is the 308 and the AR.
Okay. What about handguns?
I got several, not many, but I got one for my concealed carry, and then I got just one for home defense. But they're both 45s, and then of course you gotta have a street sweeper, the trusty old shotgun.
Oh, there you go.
So
All right. I forget who asked this. What is your favorite place to buy meat?
favorite place to buy meat. You know, I've never been dealt wrong with our local HEB. I bought a brisket a couple weeks ago, and it was marked as a prime. Got it home, freaking cut it open, and it was like 90% fat. I called up the manager of the meat department. I mean, he made it right. Like I went down there and he gave me freaking. I only bought like a 9-pound brisket because it was just for Melissa and I. And he turns around and gives me like a $65 brisket on the house. And I mean, HEB's not, like I said, they've never done me wrong. So,
Well, that's pretty good customer service right there. That's for damn sure.
oh yeah, I mean, he looks out for me, like especially when they have pork belly on sale. He'll keep a couple slabs and he'll mark them down to 99 cents for me a pound, and so walk away with pork belly for less than $10 for 10 pounds of it. You know,
Right.
so.
Joe just put in the chat that Midland Meat Company just blocked your number.
That's fine.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, pork belly for 99 cents a pound. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you know, I can't go out and afford, you know, briskets from Midland Meat there. I mean, when I was there, it was for a decent, you know, for a good sized brisket, $300 for a brisket. And so, you know, I can't afford to drop that kind of money on briskets.
Mrs. Dutch would have the boys in a sling, if you know what I mean, if I spent $300 on a brisket.
When Melissa and I, when we walked into Midland Meat, when we did our video, I picked up a brisket and I showed Melissa. I said, "Hey, look at this brisket for over $250." She goes, "If you buy that," she goes, "I will kill you." And so put it right back, and I said, "Well, if we have the money, I would." And so, but most definitely, I mean, no, I mean, if I had more money and I lived in Midland, trust me, I would definitely be doing all my meat shopping at Midland Meat Company.
Well, there you go. Maybe they can sponsor you with some deals. How's that?
Hey man, that'd be nice. I would appreciate that, but not sure if that's going to happen.
Well, you know, I go down the road here about 10 miles to my local butcher, and, you know, it's a mom and pop shop, and
Yeah.
he takes really good care of me, and, you know, you can't complain about, you know, especially supporting a local business. You know where the money's going. It's not going to some corporate big box
Oh
store.
yeah.
So,
That's what I try to do is I try to support small local businesses. You know, and I will say, like when Melissa and I, we were down in Midland, John, the owner, and the manager, they took such good care of Melissa and I. They have a restaurant not too far from where their store is, and I think it's called like the Half Acre or something. And I tell you what, everything that you can get at the store, they have. Everything's Wagyu. So you got like Wagyu hamburger meat, Wagyu chopped beef, Wagyu hot dogs, all in their food truck. And they're such great people. And so it's if you ever have a chance to go down there and eat at their food trailer, it's by far, for a food trailer, probably some of the best food truck you can have.
speaking of all that Wagyu, Charlie wants to know if they got any Wagyu chicken.
For Charlie, they could make Wagyu chicken,
think so?
and he'd buy it.
And he'd probably pay $12.99 a pound for chicken.
He probably would.
All right.
Charlie would even probably smile like a donut and peck like a chicken at the same time.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Eric from Camp House put a comment in here, and he says, when you're talking about the $250 brisket, he says every cook-off is that way for me. That's why you buy him a purse before you buy the brisket. Kind of levels out the playing field.
Yeah. I would love to do a barbecue comp one day. But I don't know. I mean, I can't see the point in dropping. I mean, some of these entry fees are just ridiculous. And then on top of that, you got to purchase all your meats and spices and rubs and all that. So, I mean, for a weekend, you could just be looking at, close to $1,000 and not even have a guarantee of getting a call or even getting any kind of recognition,
Yeah, it's a trap. It really is. They're fun. I mean, the best part to me about comps, you meet a bunch of new people.
Right.
You get to be friends with more and more people. You hang out, and if you forget something, any one of them will give it to you. And the next time you forget a bag of brown sugar, bring an extra one to the next cook so you can give it back to him.
I will say one thing. When I was at Chef Johnny's house, I did get to try a new rub that was pretty damn good.
Really?
Yeah, but somehow it didn't make it to my mailbox.
Really? You should probably call them and complain.
Yeah, I'll need your number after that, Kent.
I didn't send you one?
No.
Son of a biscuit. I
will say that for a homemade rub, Kent, that is pretty damn good stuff.
Now you got me. Hold on. Let me look here, because I know there's a couple other guys that are still expecting one. Let's see. I'm looking to see if I have your address. I should just tell you to go over to Kyle and steal James's, brother James. He ain't using his. See it in every video, but he hasn't used it yet. Well, after the show, give me your address, Jared.
Will do.
And I'll see what I can do, because I know I got another one headed down to Texas this week anyway.
But I will say that is that's some pretty good rub there, Kent.
Well, thank you. It's I thought it'd be better on like pork and chicken until I put it on an elk steak and cooked it in a cast iron.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God.
I'm jealous that you have elk steak. That's probably some of my favorite wild game.
Oh, it hands down favorite wild game for me.
Oh yeah. So.
All right. Let's see. Lee from Smokin' Bears wants to know the Coffee Cruise series. Can you go a little deeper on that? Explain that a little more for us.
Well, as most of you guys know, I mean, when you wake up super early in the mornings, what's one of the first things you want to do? You're trying to wake up, and I just think coffee and barbecue, they just go hand in hand. You're trying to wake up, nothing but a nice hot cup of coffee when you're trying to get your pit started, or, coffee and whiskey is always a good combination early in the mornings. But I've been a coffee lover. My coffee addiction started when I was basically working in the oil field, just freaking depending on coffee to kind of help make it through the nights of long shifts and cold nights working in the winter of North Dakota. And so that's just kind of where it started. And I'm just excited about this because my next one that I'm going to be doing is from a coffee company called Freedom Coffee. They're based out of California, and so the dude's a retired special agent, and he just kind of does this on the side. But just a really great guy, and I'm looking forward to trying the coffee. But I just kind of just started from a whim and wanted to start a series and see how it's going to take off. But we'll just kind of take it day by day with that.
Excuse me. Have you ever tried the Black Rifle coffee yet?
I have, but I don't have any in the house. I've tried it a long time ago. People have been asking me. I think one of them's like caffeinated as fuck, or one of them. But I got some friends that keep telling me they've got some really great stuff. One of my first ones I ever tried before I even had YouTube was Death Wish, and that's some pretty good coffee right there. So,
see, now look what you stirred up in the chat.
I can't see, so you got to tell me.
Oh, Josh is still waiting for his rub, even though he has a bottle in the house. I sent it to Bethany right before Christmas. She was supposed to give it to Josh for Christmas, but then Josh pissed Bethany off, and now he still doesn't think it's in the house, and Bethany's shown him where it's at 3 times. So
why is that?
Josh has to wait till Vegas to get his. That's all I got to say.
So that's not your problem. That's his problem.
Well, yeah, I know, but if it's his problem, it's everybody else's problem too. That's just Josh. And Ricer, Ricer, I do have to dig deep to find your name because Norwegians are kind of on the bottom of the list. So, all right. Eric wants to know, what do you have going on March 21st? He said,
You guys already know Melissa and I are getting married.
He says that's too bad. There's an API Oil Man cook-off in Uvalde that weekend.
Well, he can go drink for me because, yeah. If I ended up missing, you guys would probably never see or hear from me again.
Well, maybe you can go cook in a tux or something. How's that?
That would. I'll go wear my tuxedo T-shirt.
The tuxedo T-shirt. There you go. All right. I have a question for you from Miss Booger.
Okay.
But it's actually for Melissa.
Melissa, come here.
Set her on your knee. Where's she at? Where's she at?
I'm over here. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, what a grand entrance. Tripping over the dog.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Booger wants to know, what is the best thing Jared has ever cooked for you?
Oh, gosh.
Where does it start?
I know. My list is so long. Shoot. Why can't I think of anything? It's all good.
Ouch. Don't say box mac and cheese, whatever you do.
No. Definitely my favorite thing he normally makes is fajitas. I know that sounds basic, but he just does something different to them that I really like. Anything with his green chili, I'd never had it until I met him, so that's always good. Probably the green chili chicken enchiladas, I would have to say. I don't know what else. Is there anything you think I like that I'm not remembering?
Well, I got you to eat baked beans, and you'd never eat baked beans.
Yeah, I normally hate baked beans, so that's rare.
But I think for a while, you've always requested my green chili chicken enchiladas.
Yeah.
Or
that's actually the first meal he ever made for me, so I guess I'll pick that one.
I came over to her house and I cooked it for her and her roommate.
Yep.
So
there you go. So it started it all, huh?
Pretty much. It started with with green chili, and it's ending with green chili. That's how I got her to stay. It was with the green chili.
There you go. There you go. Find your in and work it, right?
That's right.
All right.
So
thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
All right. A couple people in the chat that have jumped in. Philip and Mitch from Kitchen Queers are here. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey, Philip, Mitch.
Let's see. Dude's Kitchen.
The dude.
Yes, the dude is in the house. And Bushy Bato. And, well, since they're here and I got one, I'll do it anyway.
Melissa, can you hand me my Jameson so I can take a shot with him?
You don't have to. You got to work.
Nah, I don't have to work till tomorrow night.
Oh, there you go. And never trust a skinny chef. Shane, the paramotor pilot, is in the chat now. And I know I'm behind on the chat, but what'd Harmon Heat do? Booger says he's going to hell. Justin, what'd you do?
It's all right. Can't.
There you go, pal.
Let me take one for you guys.
I didn't want you to succumb to peer pressure, so
I peer pressure myself.
I poured another one.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh.
And Papa Texas is in the house. And if I missed anybody else, throw your name up in the chat. Let me know. I believe that.
What's up, boys? I'm back.
B&B Forge. Hey, nobody wants you. We're busy here.
Whatever.
Yeah, get your glasses off your hat. You look like a dork.
I don't think it's going to get much better if I put them on.
Well, true.
There you go.
All right. You missed Jared broke out the Jameson.
I thought we weren't going to do that, Jared.
Can't peer pressure me there, CJ.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I got one shot left. I'll take a shot with you, CJ.
All right, let's get it up. I got mine poured already. How about you? All right. Cheers to you, brother.
Cheers.
Well, Phil just said, Daddy Cook says, this guy drinks by the glass. Shots are for beginners.
Phil is a seasoned alcoholic.
Phil,
microphone.
You may be correct there, but when you do 10 or 12 in a night, plus the drink you got next to you, you know, on a work day, or as some people like to say, work day, you know, you got to pace yourself a little.
We got James from Aiming McClaiming in there. What's up, James? Papa
James.
Speak of the devil. We were just talking about James, weren't we, Jared?
We sure were.
It's all good, James. Trust me.
All right, cool. Shane's in there too. What's up?
Yeah.
People in the chat.
Oh yeah. Philip and Mitch are here. Dude's Kitchen's here. Bushy Botto's here. You missed a lot of stuff.
You did.
He does 10 to 12 glasses. There you go.
Well, you know what? If I had to work where that guy has to work, I'd probably do it.
I'd probably do this much
more. They'd probably just straight out of the bottle. The hell with the glass.
Yeah, so
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep the bottle on ice. Jet D is in there. What's up, boy?
And I believe B&B Forge is in here too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got some names in the house. I know T Roy's lurking somewhere. I bet. So howdy, T Roy. Cheers to you, brother.
He's
Sipping on gin and juice. Laid back. Just making up for lost time. All right. You can keep going, man. I'm just here to interrupt you.
No, I only have one more for Jared right now, but I do have one for you.
Okay. Shoot.
So we'll save those for later. Get to work.
All right.
Union break.
Well, I assume we've already talked about your go-to drink. So we won't have to talk about that. What is one thing that someone asks you to make all the time? Like, what's your go-to for the crowd?
I would have to say, well, for Melissa, it's either my fajitas or green chili chicken enchiladas.
Oh man, that sounds good.
And then Melissa's mom loves my briskets, and so she'll request briskets every now and then. But I would say honestly, like sometimes the go-to for us around here is a lot of Texas style pulled pork. So a lot of people, the way I do my pulled pork, they love my pulled pork.
Right on.
So
that sounds good to me, man. All that stuff sounds good. I didn't get a chance to get supper in before the show, man. I'm freaking starved. My brisket does sound good. You know what? Some pulled pork sounds awesome too.
Yeah, I mean, you
all right, brother. Let's talk about our little fun questions that we like to do.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse happens. Jared grabs Melissa. Where do you go, and what's the first thing you grab from the kitchen?
First thing I grab from the kitchen.
Yeah, you got to fend off the zombies. Don't say knife. Knife's too easy.
I'm gonna grab my AR-15.
There, you have an AR-15 in your kitchen.
I mean, it's pretty damn close with my backpack.
Good enough. Good enough. Last week, Russell pulled out his rifle too. I'm liking the people that keep their guns in their kitchen. I'm gonna start keeping my pistol in the freaking cookie jar. Why are you putting your hand up like this?
I got one up here, and every time I grab it, you get pissed.
Put it to your head, jackass. No one wants to see that. We all love you. We don't want to see your head.
Vegas, jackass.
Vegas. You think they'll be there by midnight? Money will be up 500 by midnight. Anybody knows where that quote's from gets a prize from Cooking with CJ. Hey, you shut your mouth. See here. All right, guys, here's the play all. If Hollywood was going to make a movie about Jared and his life, his channel, who's playing Jared in Hollywood? No, it's not Casino.
Oof.
Who's playing Jared? Someone's bound to put Beyonce or something.
John Belushi.
John Belushi. All right, I'll take it. Jack Black. I like it.
Yeah.
Fluffy. There you go.
Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias.
What's his name from was that Animal House? Who was that?
That's Jim
Belushi.
Jim Belushi. Yeah, the dude loved cocaine, hookers, and Jack Daniels.
All right, so people didn't hear the quote. It's a quote from a movie that I love and grew up with. Big influence in my Vegas time is two dudes rolling to Vegas. Says, you think we'll be there by midnight? And the other dude says, money will be up 500 by midnight. All right, so there you go. Yogi the Bear. Yeah, Jack Black. Oh, Jonah Hill. You know, before he got the weight loss surgery or whatever the hell he did, started smoking cigarettes. Let's see here. John was Animal House. Jim was the little brother. That's right. All right. I think Debbie does Dallas. Come on. Robert De Niro. No. Kingpin. Nope, not Kingpin. All right. Well, I think the consensus is Jack Black. JJ Watt. JJ Watt. Come on now. All right. Let's talk about Justin Timberlake and My Life in Vegas. Nope. Rick got it. Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. Swingers is the movie. It's a great fucking flick. Jon Favreau said it. That's right, Pickles. There you go, guys. We know what's out there. Very good. All right. 3 channels you watch, buddy. One big, one small, and one you think should be bigger.
Well, one big one is my favorite of all times is Rush Jones, Smoky Ribs.
Mm-hmm.
By far my favorite. He's helped me out tremendously. One that I feel that should be bigger. I would honestly have to say, Heartland Outdoors. I mean, the guy does really really great work. He does kind of all around stuff. And then, what was the other one there, CJ?
One big, one small, and one you think should be bigger. So one small.
One small one. I like watching Kent's, honestly. So Kent's got a good channel. It's for a smaller one.
Yep. Everybody should be subscribed to Daddy Dutch BBQ. If you're not, I don't want to know you.
Thanks, Jared. I appreciate that.
I
saw it, Dutch.
You got to say it out loud for Jared. Jared will get a kick out of it.
All right. So Rick said, "What I win, and don't tell me no In-N-Out gift cards." Rick. Yep. Jet D put $2 super chat in there. 5 life essentials: brisket, salt, pepper, and lead. Hey, that's 4.
Yeah, well, unless he's counting and as the 5th one, I don't know.
There you go. All right. VA Chick off road. Hers is teeny tiny. Everybody subscribe to VA Chick. She needs the growth. She needs to do more cooking videos. And you know what she needs to do is take that phone and go like this and film.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. All right. Let's see here. Not that we wish any ill will toward you or anything bad happened to you, but what would your last meal on earth be?
Man, my last meal. I would have to say probably just a feast from Aaron Franklin's brisket, turkey, pulled pork, and I guess that would have to be my last meal.
And I take it you've been to Franklin Barbecue before?
Yeah, we've been several times. I've got some pictures with him. It's funny what happened is the first time Melissa and I went, we met him several years ago. And then I don't know, how long was it before the next time we went? It was like 4 or 5 months before we went again. And I told her, I said, watch, we're going to walk in and he's going to be like, oh, where you been? Haven't seen you in a while. And she goes, what'd you do, call him? I said, no. So we walked in, and this is no shit. He walked up to us. He goes, hey, man, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Where you been? And he sat down, and he ate with us the whole time we were there. And I just tell you what, that guy is such just a down-to-earth kind of guy. You could ask him anything. He'll tell you everything. It's basically kind of one of those things. He doesn't hide secrets. I mean, he's just a down-to-earth guy.
Okay, so when you went to there, or how many times you've been there, did you have to get there at like dark 30, or is there a time when you can go there and just show up at a normal time?
First time we went, Melissa and I, we showed up about 5:30 in the morning. We were there, and then the second time we showed up, it was right at 6, and there was a line, or there was like 8 or 9 people there. But it was kind of one of those things. It's like you go there, you tailgate, you get primed up, you get a little drunk.
Right.
I took my mom there, and it was on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, and I was just thinking, you got to be there the same time as it was. But during the weekday, you could probably show up about 8:00 in the morning, and you'll be okay. But summertime, don't count on that. So
yeah, definitely.
Without holidays and stuff, without summer, you could show up about 8:00 and you'll be fine.
Right on. Someone put a question. Do you know about Valentina's?
Yes, I do.
The real Holyfield breakfast taco.
Oh yeah. I first learned about them from Franklin because he posted something about it, and those freaking breakfast tacos just look freaking delicious.
They were awesome. That's one of the places Alton took us on our little barbecue crawl.
They look pretty big, so.
Oh, they're hardcore, man. They're a big old taco. You only need one, really.
Yeah. Is that all you killed? Was one of them?
I had one, and then he brought the owner brought out a big platter for us to share, and then we had to kind of take it easy because we were going to other spots.
Right.
And everywhere we went, everybody was real accommodating, and Louis Miller's barbecue on the end. Oh, that was so much fun. And
what was your favorite from Valentina's?
The real deal Holyfield. That taco. I was actually I was gonna recreate it for a video, and then we ate all the brisket I made, so I couldn't really recreate it. So it is what it is. Nice. It's hard to have leftover brisket, especially when a big old family like ours. Let's see here. Personal. Okay. No. Yeah. Who would be on your personal Mount Rushmore? 4 people you love and admire. They don't have to be family. One should be your future wife, but other than that, you can put whoever you want up there.
Most definitely my grandpa. My grandpa meant the world to me. He passed away back in 2012. He was the greatest person in my life. So it'd be my grandpa, then Melissa, Louie, and I would have to say my dad. My dad and I have become pretty damn close through the years, and our bond has just gotten a lot stronger than what it used to be, and so those probably have to be my people right there.
Right on. I forgot about Russell's last week when he said not including family or friends. It didn't make it. It didn't make it on our notes. Sorry, Russell. Maybe when I retype them up, we'll get in there. Let's see here. Joe, you're not on his personal Mount Rushmore, but maybe someday. All right, I have my last question, but other than that, Kent, why don't you go ahead and ask your remaining few, and we'll wrap it up.
All right. Well, the first one's for you, CJ.
Oh,
it's from Kirby.
Kirby.
What are you doing for a special hot seat this weekend?
I did not know that I was doing a special hot seat this weekend, but the kids have games this weekend, but in the evening, we may be open to having a live here and there. So if Kirby's in town, let a brother know, and we'll figure something out.
All right. That sounds like a good time. So, all right. Different people have asked this, Jared, but the first one was Philip, Cooking with Cad. Wants to know, how many tattoos do you have? What's your favorite one and why?
It would be a cross with my grandpa's name. Shouldn't really have to explain why that one's my favorite, but
no.
Like I said earlier, my grandpa has just been the biggest hero in my life. I knew he wasn't my real grandpa. My grandma got remarried, and so he basically took the role of my grandpa. My real grandpa did the same profession I did, worked in the oil field all his life, gone all the time. So him and my grandma, they got divorced, but I knew him. And so from him that I became a Cowboys fan, and I always secretly didn't like the Cowboys. I was always a Buffalo Bills fan. And then the year that he passed away is when he gave me my first Cowboys shirt, and so that's kind of when I also got a Dallas star tattooed on my back, a little one for him. So I guess if counting 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 8 or 9 tattoos. I would like more. So
I don't think you're ever done. Once you start getting them,
No,
you know, I have tons, and I don't think
I just
stop.
the face.
No.
I won't do the face.
No face, no neck, no hands.
No.
You don't want the Mike Tyson tat?
Mike Tyson.
It was funny, Kent. I was just about to say I think I was going to get a Mike Tyson tattoo next, and then I was going to start talking with a lisp.
You got, yeah, you know, I hate the profile, but you got to work on your tan a little too, there, brother.
Oh, stop.
What the fuck's wrong with my tan?
Well, it's not. You're not as tan as Mike. That's all I'm saying.
I'm darker than you.
Well, I'm in Iowa. Fuck you,
I
better.
don't give a shit. I lived in New Mexico.
They don't have the sun out there in Iowa.
That's right. They got cornfields and goats out there.
And goats.
Not a lot of goats.
You're a goat.
Camp House took a trip up here and killed them all. So,
Oh shit.
all right. There is a new question that Mona put in the chat that everybody seemed to agree with. Is a very good question. If you could have one chef be your mentor, who would it be?
Ooh.
That one. Mona, we might have to. It's Ramona, and we'll have to get that on the freaking.
Yeah. Mona just, I think, put in a new lifetime question.
I think so.
I would say Gordon Ramsay.
You know, you just broke Chef Johnny's heart, right?
I can go to Chef Johnny's anytime I want. He's just right up the road.
Well, that's why he'd be a great mentor, right?
Hey, it doesn't mean that he can't be there, but you said, and I'm just saying, Gordon Ramsay would be the guy that I would, yeah. kind of a man crush.
Chef Johnny just put, oh, shit in the chat.
Hey, I will say I learned a lot from Chef Johnny when we filmed the beef rib video. So the dude's full of knowledge.
You see, Rob D, big Rob D. He said Gordo Ramos is a great chef.
Yeah. All right. One more for you, and this comes from Papa, Texas.
Okay.
He's admiring the beard. He's just asking, can you grow hair above your chin or just down here?
I don't know. It's been like this for quite a while, so probably looks like I'm fucked on that part. But I'll keep growing it as long as I can, and we'll see where it goes.
I was gonna say, we get you a straw hat, you could pass for an Amish guy in a heartbeat.
Hey, I am down for that. Get me a pair of bibs and a straw hat, and I'll rock the Amish style.
There you go.
I like Bob's comment there. I knew a chick named Ivy who tattooed her name above her hoo-ha, and she called it the Ivy Patch.
How's this, kid?
Oh, that's a hat right there.
There you go. You're getting there. Now we need the black suspenders, black slacks, white shirt.
Well, if I leave my P.O. box, if you guys want to send it, or you can attach a PayPal, like what's his name, begging for money to come down here.
Oh, Dash, yeah.
Dash, yeah.
So real quick, Johnny, Texas style barbecue and cuisine. I want you to check out my latest video on my new channel, the steaks. I need commentary on the cowboy hat I was wearing.
I
was waiting for Johnny to put a comment in there, but maybe he didn't catch that one.
All I can say is that was a California cowboy hat, because you wouldn't get caught dead wearing that thing in Texas.
Oh, guy, that's been the definitely Coachella or some shit like that, man. That's been to the neon cactus out here, I'm sure. So,
all right, Jared, I am out of questions for you, but I do want to tell you, I think you did a hell of a job tonight.
I appreciate it, guys.
We appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit about yourself with everybody. So thank you, Jared.
I appreciate all of y'all sticking around. I know y'all didn't have to. Like I said, it was an honor to finally get on the show with you guys. And I'm really looking forward to seeing who y'all's next guest can be and support y'all like y'all did for me.
All right. Well, you don't have to say goodbye just yet. We got one more question.
Yo.
Who would you like to see on the hot seat?
Not sure if he would accept it, but I would say Heartland Outdoors.
All right. I honestly am unfamiliar with it, but if you want to play agent for him,
or I mean,
get him hold of me.
If not, maybe Joe from Black Hole Barbecue, if you would be willing to get on there.
Joe, we've talked before. Anytime you want to come in there. Jet D, did your $2 super shots not equal shots? No. We'll need 12 of those $2 super shots, and then we'll take a shot for you, buddy. But I appreciate the kicking down, buddy, and I appreciate you correcting the 5. The 5th thing was fire. So there you go. Babe Cooks is in the chat here. You know what? I gotta have one poured too. Cheers.
I finished mine, so sorry.
That's all right. Let's see here. Babe Cooks has changed her name. It's not Babe of Josh and Babe. It's just Babe Cooks. And Josh and Babe is now the Cookie Cock and Babe. So there you go, guys. Get y'all caught up.
I think if it's Babe Cooks, it should be Josh Films.
Ooh.
Just
That's
saying.
right. You should put Josh on there, on your channel name, Babe. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
What did you win? Freaking Rick, you're going to get an In-N-Out gift card. You're fucking throwing it out there. And you better eat it.
Live.
I want to see a live from In-N-Out and Tecate.
Mike, Big Cat 305 is very confused.
Yeah, that's all right. Most of us are. Luckily, I was one of the first people to text when they figured out they needed to be with each other forever and a day. All right, so let's kind of wrap this one up. Jared, you did a great job, brother. I do apologize for having to leave halfway through a third of the way, or 2/3 of the way through the interview, whatever. But you understand, families first, and that's it. I mean, I had to take care of the wife, so there. See.
Well, Daddy was able to get Melissa on here, so
That's all right. That's all right, man. Sometimes they want to come on, sometimes they don't.
You didn't hear him.
I didn't hear what he said.
I was able to get Melissa.
Oh, you were able. I thought you said, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get her on.
No. She said that she is intimidated by you there, CJ, and Kent's more kind of like a docile little poodle and felt safer with him.
Kent's like a poodle. Oh,
Yeah.
It's the first time I've heard that.
good to know.
Yeah.
Smooth 7, thank you. Appreciate the compliment. How is my wife doing? Joe, thank you. She is sore and tired and wearing a big old knee brace, but eventually she'll be good to go. If you guys remember, she had surgery on her knee last week, and her kneecap was completely off where it should have been. Now it's where it should be. And now she's just going to, it's going to be about 5-6 weeks of recovery and she'll be good. So I appreciate all the love and prayers. And for the guests that have been on the last couple of weeks where I've had to, bounce in and out, I appreciate it. And I'll probably have to do it a couple more times. Drink for Texas barbecue. All right. Well, Jet, cheers, buddy. All right.
I thought we were done.
You don't even know it. Damn right, Kris. If you guys have never seen Swingers, no, it's not a porn movie. It's Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn, a young Vince Vaughn, a young skinny Vince Vaughn. Get a chance, check it out. It's the whole reason in the 90s I used to wear suits to Vegas, so it's a big deal. All right.
CJ, put Chef's last comment on the screen, would you please?
I'll see if I can find it. Do I have a specific way I clean the grill grates on the Foodie grill? I just use the scrubber, and I put it under I put it in hot water for a long time with grease. Let's see here. But Kent did a better job without you, so hey, leave whenever you want. Thanks, Chef. You're such a fucking pal. You really know how to make. You know what Chef said when I was saying about him in Texas. I say, it's great to finally meet you and all that stuff. He's like, I'm glad you were able to finally meet me too. So I could cross that off my bucket list.
There you go.
Nobody timeout Chef. No, Chef is okay. So anyway, enough of Chefs making me feel bad about myself. All right. So again, Jared, you did a great job. And again, I apologize, but thank you for sticking with us. Thanks for being on. Next week's guest is Uncle Steve from Uncle Steve's Shake.
Yay.
I'm sure we'll be working out some kind of giveaway. And, Uncle Steve has been very generous, not only to the channel, most of the barbecue guys on the channel, on the group here. So make sure you guys all hang out, please. And it's gonna be a good one next week for sure. All right.
I was just gonna say, CJ, Uncle Steve gave Melissa and I 100 little bottles to give out to our guests of his.
Oh, that's right. He told me about that.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So that I keep telling him he's so, we're so grateful for what he did.
Yeah. Uncle Steve has been so generous to everybody. We did that little telethon thing last week for, we donated money. Any of the super shots went to Make-A-Wish, and he put in $300 in there. That's insane. So
yeah,
big time supporter of the channel and the show. So anything we could do for Joe, sorry, that's all Smoking Joe's put. Anything we could do for Uncle Steve, we're gonna do it.
And Uncle Steve got Suburban Barbecue on a video today.
Yeah, and Uncle Steve got exactly. So, guys, I can't wait to see what he has to say next week. And like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some kind of giveaway. See here. Sorry, just questions. Miss Ramona A. We got a lifetime question for you. I'll make sure I get it typed up in the notes. And we'll go on from there. I like that. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So Kent, great job as always.
Thanks, brother.
Love you, pal. Jared, awesome talking to you. Just hang out where you're at right now, guys. If you want to jump on the after show, message me and I'll send you the link. Other than that, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping by.